Not on my level, dog. Ain't no way at all. Your money way too small. I'll knock your head off. You ain't fucking with me. You ain't fucking with me. Ain't no way at all. Check it. I'ma make this very clearly, make my words legendary. I don't want no rats around me singing songs like Mary. Niggas like bitches waiting on the tooth fairy, but pop up at their door, they start acting all scary. You was popping on the text, so popping up was necessary. You claiming you get money, but need help with commissary. The boys say they get money, but to me that sound leery. So filing rapid refunds every February. The way she made me chase her for the coochie, Tom and Jerry. Then when Rambo on the stick made ice cream like Ben and Jerry. We fell in love with the chick, she fell in love with the dick. When she called me, I ignore her, then the text coming quick. Ain't got no time for no funny shit, I'm trying to make my money flip. Like make it 176, building a block, making us rich. I'ma share this very gift and fulfill your every wish. We gon' hit a home run with every request on this list. This is hood economics, basic training out this bitch. This the life of Peyton for Alpo, Ace and Mitch. Yeah, I'm eating good, never traded, never switched. That's the reason why I'm eating good, cause I never quit. We out in Puerto Rico making $1 million flicks with some Spanish and some Asian broad trying to bag my chick. One ain't had no butt, so you know that ain't gon' fit the other one. She looked good but kept on running at the lips. Conversation went too long, so meet I got dismissed. Trying to make negotiations with a fucking lunatic. Conversation went too long, so meet I got dismissed. Trying to make negotiations with a fucking lunatic. I'm like, you ain't fucking with me.
Why not?
You ain't fucking with me.
Oh, papi. No.
Your money don't stretch on the street. Welcome to the Bay vs. Bay show, y'all. This is season 2, episode 2, Bedroom Confessions. And I got my homie with me, big homie with me, Katora the Body. You know her. If you don't, you will know her soon. She's a professional. Yeah, she's a professional. Yes. She does a little bit of everything. She's a video girl. She's a worker. Yeah. She's an exotic dancer. Yeah. And she's a professionalism. And she has a lot of expertise. And I took notice to her, watching her kind of like, just spread like funny humor, but also spread wisdom along the way. So I asked her to come along and do this podcast with me because I know she has a lot of experience behind the scenes of a stripper. Confessions of a stripper. We about to get down and dirty. Y'all ready?
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready? Because it might be hot in here with tequila and this bitch with no AC. It's about to get crazy, yo. We about to turn this thing into the shade room, Shady McGrady out this thing and open up a whole book of you need to watch this.
Yeah.
You need to watch this.
Period. Tune in, tap in.
Watch this. We got Katora the Body, and I've been advertising this on the low. Secret identity. Somebody posting that. I don't know who it is, but I seen it. It said Katora the Body coming to do confessions of a female exotic dancer strippers edition. Now listen, when we talking about confessions, we're not necessarily talking about her, just the life in general and what she sees. There's so many places she's been, things she noticed observantly and watching, and then places she worked, females she's met, things she's done. We could run down a list. This is going to get down and dirty. So I'm going to get right to it right away. But before I do, because when Devin checked me, she reminded me to do this, so I say it loud. What up, Devin? Anyway, how you doing, Katora the Body?
Hi, I love how you just gave me a whole new name.
I love that.
Katora the Body?
Katora the Body. That's what you are. My viewers know you as Katora the Body. They know you already. They seen you, they heard you, and they know you are from the video that we had called The X's. And that's how we met during the video shoot. And I knew where we'll be working together eventually, no matter what life happens for all of us. But eventually we'll be working together. And I'm glad that we are here now because who better?
For one, I do have many names out here, but I go by Sparkle or Couture, which either one, but
Katora the Body!
This guy, I've been good, just working, doing my thing, bottle service, regular job, bartending, definitely dancing a little bit, getting bookings.
Getting bookings,
Yeah,
entertainment life,
living
entertainment
life, having
life.
fun.
Doing a little bit of a lot, not throwing your eggs in just one basket.
Yep. You gotta spread yourself around a little bit.
Okay, so tell my audience, what did you notice about the lifestyle when you first started doing this as a profession, not as
A regular girl.
a regular, when you became, this is your hustle?
I noticed that it's really easy to get money out of certain men by the way you move or talk. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all out here. Listen, that's what being a dancer, a guy is paying for a fantasy. So whatever fantasy that is, that's what you're supposed to be. So that's the first thing I noticed.
That's true. That's true. I like that. I like that answer. Because I'm not a stripper, I can't really go behind you like in my other podcasts and be like, well, the thing that I noticed, and on to the next topic. Does an exotic dancer rely on drugs for them to block out the atmosphere that they're in to perform well on special occasions or as a amateur new dancer?
I'm gonna answer that with yes, because it's quite a few young girls I seen doing stuff that I wouldn't believe they're doing it. Like I was I was baffled. And yeah, they was freshly new and starting out, and then you hear their life story. They going through stuff at home or within their life, and they come in here being around people that cause anxiety sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
So you gotta do some type of substance to get you where you need to be to make this money.
That's true. That's absolutely true. What are some of the stories or things that you experience with married men coming to the club looking for supplemental love?
The things I experienced were good for me. They was spending the bag more. Like, do what you gotta do, player. Listen, I don't owe that lady no loyalty. I don't know who at home waiting for him.
Exactly.
But he come in the club, I'm selling you a fantasy. I'm a dream. I'm yours. What we doing?
Right. Absolutely. I understand that. And you don't have to symbolize it any more than that. I get it. Fantasies are part of a male's perception of what he desires to release himself from his reality, right? So when I break that perception down, because I have been married before, but when I was married, I couldn't even afford to be in a strip club because it was like, demanding. It was like, demanding financially. And then she'll probably watch this and be like, he lying. No, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I was broke as shit. I ain't had no money to be no strip club, be throwing no ones at no pretty girls. I had to just deal with you and act like you was a stripper. You know damn well I was broke as shit. It was what it was. I was a caterer and then I was a server, and that didn't pay much back then. And so I just was making means to be providing a portion to the family back then. But as a married man, I do remember, hey, it's his birthday. I'm going with them now to the strip club. And I remember being in there and saying,
The
special
experience.
occasion. The
You
experience
know, it be
itself,
lit.
It do be lit. And you do spend more.
Yes.
Because
when
you just
having
feel,
fun and
yeah,
shit.
you having fun.
You're not
you do
thinking
spend
about
more.
your reality.
You're not thinking
at home.
about your reality.
Right.
You are having a fantasy. They making your fantasy
It's
fun.
dreamland.
Then it's dreamland. And you know what? It could release tension, and it could make you feel like, that was fun. And you don't have to, because my occasions, nothing happened. Nothing needed to happen. It's just the experience of having some good dances, some good drinks, the good atmosphere, seeing good people. And then after that, they make you feel special. And then, make them feel special back. That's all it is. It ain't got to be nothing physical. The fantasy itself doesn't have to be really like a physical action. It has to just be in the mind. Now in the mind, yeah, she looked good and she was dancing on me. Then she was bad. That's
Sex
all you
appeal,
need.
all that lock
that's all,
in.
and then she say nice things. She smelled good. That's all you needed to have this fantasy in your mind that's untouchable at home. So, and women, sometimes they get it too. They don't have to go that route to do it. They do it other ways. But I'm not going to touch on that because, like I said, I wasn't a stripper and I'm not a woman. But I keep it real with you. Everybody has a desire for some relief. And then the relief could be a fantasy or a moment of where you was feeling desirable or someone made you feel desirable. So I'm move forward. Okay, so as a professional dancer, you see a lot of crazy things.
I do.
You see guys go through a lot trying to control a woman.
Yes.
What is one of the craziest things you've seen from a female exotic dancer going through trauma with her boyfriend?
I'm sorry, girl, if you seeing this, but I guess her boyfriend didn't want her to come out that night, and we had a booking, and she already got the booking fee. And he literally punched her in her mouth. I don't know what they was arguing about, but her lip was fat as shit.
Damn,
and
like
she
a BBL?
still, yes, and she still came to the booking with that lip like that. And we still made money, but I'm like, wow, I never seen nobody do nothing like that a day in my life.
Damn.
That was crazy.
Maybe they thought she needed the money.
Yeah, and she
But
needed to
it
get
looked
out
like
the
a
house
bad
from him,
injection.
clearly.
It should look like a bad injection to the lips.
Wasn't nobody looking at her face, though, like that, I guess. Because they was spinning that bag.
You know, a lot of those settings be kind of dark.
Yeah.
They be kind of dim. They be kind of dim and dark.
And it was a guy that I kept getting booked, like, basically every month from this guy, so.
Why is it so hard for strippers to keep a boyfriend?
You done?
I'm done. Are you done?
No, I'm about to start.
Did you finish
anyway,
did you finish your run?
1 second. Now, I wouldn't say it's hard for us to keep a boyfriend, because you can't keep a guy that don't want to be kept. Am I lying?
Ooh, you're right about that.
Oh, okay. And for one, you know, every man can't deal with no stripper. Like, for one, they all think we hoes. We all out here effing for a check. And then y'all just think the worst about strippers. And I get it because how people came up, they heard all this bad stuff. But we in 2024. It's some girls that is like that, but it's some sturdy, nice females out here. Like, are y'all insane? And we got our own money? Huh? I would want to talk to her. What? You done? You ready?
Seth, edit the 4 on that, because this could be replayed for many years to come. This will be a standard start. But at the same time, I get it. It is a certain year, and we are in standard times. We are in today's. It is not 5 years ago. It is not 10 years ago. It is not your Mother's Day. It's not your grandmother's day. It's a new day. Right. Be prepared for it. Make adjustments. And yes, I agree with you on your response. Let's move on to the next question. Do strippers have a difficult life similar to a drug dealer? Do strippers have a difficult life similar to a drug dealer?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes. Now,
because we both taking the same risk. Right. Like, it's a gamble when we work. Like, we actually pay to get in clubs. Right. It's strippers that have been robbed coming out of clubs. You know, trappers get robbed. Right. They got a whole stash. We be having stashes. Right. I think we got the same
similarly, and then they get looked
at a certain type of way yep.
from people because
yep.
y'all hustlers
yep.
and a certain sort, and people also look at y'all make adequately more money than 9-to-5 workers make.
Right.
Y'all make
because
good money
hustling.
Because you're hustling on a different dynamic.
Hustle.
It's
right.
the hustle is different. Let's look at it like this. Okay, the basketball players make a lot more than the doctors.
Yes.
But do they provide a better service? No, they provide entertainment. So the entertainment just pays more. Exactly. So that's what the line of profession you fall in. You deserve to make a lot more than regular people because you fall in the line of entertainment. You take more risks, you put yourself out there, and you provide a service that could get you paid if you're good.
Exactly.
So I agree with you. It shouldn't be paying like McDonald's or Wendy's. Yeah. You shouldn't be paying like Wawa or goddamn Walmart. WW broke. Okay, let's go. Are there more lesbian strippers today than there were ever before in past times that you could remember?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, but it is a lot of girls that I'll be around that like girls, so I don't know how it was because I literally got off the porch a little late. You're
still
too.
young. You're very young.
So I wasn't outside
Only
at
28
16.
Years old,
yeah,
very
I don't
young.
know.
Dynamically gorgeous, but I know you have a lot of experience in the industry, and I'm not trying to make it like you've been around for 30 years. You're only 28 years old.
I've been around
You're
for
a
4.
young whippersnapper. But you become in the league if you're 28. You become experienced. They don't say they say young veteran, veteran. It's not until you're in your 30s they say the veteran, because automatically they label you just like they do athletes.
But I came in good, so it's just like I got professionalism. Like I just came in good, so they already thought I was dancing for a while, but I wasn't.
You just have a professionalism, mannerism of you, and
that's how I stay getting bookings. You know, people, these dancers is rude. A lot of them are rude. Like I heard so many stories. Like I'm just a nice girl, I guess.
So if you had to say you heard one of the crazy stories about any of these girls being like over the top rude, give it a quick, let's hear it real quick while I take a sip of that sippity sip, spit.
Like this one customer was telling me he was trying to book the girl for a party, but he wanted some other girls, but I guess he didn't want to pay the other girls the same booking fee, which isn't a problem, you know. But you just gotta know what girls is gonna be with that. Like I know a variety of people. Like I can hit up a couple girls for, you know, short bookings type stuff. So he was like, she just started cursing me out. Like we not no bums over here. Everybody need da. Like just going in on the guy. Like you messed up a booking. He came to me and I did a booking. Got paid more.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. I can understand it, but
rude.
But like you say, rude.
I know how to talk to people, especially if it's involving our money. Like, come on, girl.
Yes, because I understand what you mean. We have business mentality. You are a hustler.
Yeah.
I'm a hustler too. No matter what, I do work a job, but that is not my life. I hustle as well. I'm not talking about drugs. I don't do that. I'm too old to be.
It's not. Why when you say hustling,
hustle,
everybody got to think about drugs.
I had to break it down.
Side hustle.
I had to think about.
It's multiple side hustles out here.
I had to break it down for the incompetent, the non-impaired, the people who don't really have central intelligence. I'm sorry, your intelligence don't go forward. It just goes backwards. So I had to take a little. Yeah, I had to take a little burp, but I thought about it along that burp, that those intelligence don't go forward. I know what it does. It goes backwards. You know why? Because they keep doing the same stuff over and over. That means it's going backwards. It can't go forward because it's all they know is nonsense, negativity, and idioticness. But let me move forward and get out of that. Yo, listen, when I think about couture, I think about hustling. I think about providing not just entertainment, but a hustler. This is what a hustler does. This is drive. This is motivation. This is encouragement. You should be inspired. This is a stepping stone for her to go to the next level instead of settling for Walmart and the Chambers. I'm not knocking none of those. All I'm saying is listen, have a career. This is more so of a career, and a job, that's just a 9 to 5. Let me wake you black people up, because I'm black like you. I might look light skinned, but I'm blacker than my daddy. I'm gonna keep it real. Even if it wasn't. But I'm gonna tell you just like this, wake the fuck up. Get a hustle, because a job ain't enough. When I get my bills, and then I get more bills, and then I get more things that come along the lines of using money, I look at it like a job just ain't enough to provide for all of this.
Not in this economy nowadays.
No. Maybe back in the day.
You know how much rent is? What?
I'm living it. That's why I'm filming in the home I'm living in. This is my bed, by the way. Shout out to Mattress Firm. If you don't have a mattress from Mattress Firm, you out of your mind. Get one. I've never slept this good.
Promo go crazy.
I swear to God, I never swept this good. I never swept or slept this good. Because after I get up from this bed, I start sweeping and mopping. Let me tell you like this. Look, this bed right here make me wake up
with a whole different type of vibe. I'll be like, what's today? Uber Eats, Uber Lyft, work, podcast, video shoot. What is it? Something that's going to generate the mind of making money. And without having good rest, that won't be equivalent to reality. And what reality is you need a good diet, you need good rest, and you need motivation. And whatever that motivation may be for you, use it. But let me get back to what motivated me from Katora. And I was saying that she is a hustler. Yes. I don't look at it like, oh, this is I don't look, you work in this profession, it takes a lot to, first of all, cope with it. And then second of all, to say that, hey, I like the fact that I can elaborate and talk about it. Some people don't have the audacity to talk about it or really want to elaborate on what it's like behind the scenes. So let me get to the behind the scenes, because I've been promoting this show like crazy behind the scenes, because I haven't been doing it up front. Who was doing that posting stuff? I don't know. It was behind the scenes. Listen, number 8, does a stripper have to be a great actor to make big money in the world of exotic dancers? Does she have to be a great actor to make great money without having oral sex or physical sex? I'm taking the sex part out of it and just basing it on the dancer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You know what? You know why I agree with you? I was going to say.
You gotta make that man feel like you love him.
I was going to say.
Absolutely.
I was going to say just the dance alone is enough for a man. I'm gonna keep it real. Exactly. It makes him feel like he's having sex. Yep. It gives him a fantasy that he ain't got at home. Yep. And then he takes that stimulation and escalate it somewhere else. So he feels relieved that he spent that money to have that fantasy. And he feels rejuvenated. Stress relief, like smoking 6 blunts in one drink. But look, it's 20 minutes. You can't smoke 6 blunts. It take me an hour to smoke 1 blunt.
That go crazy. An hour?
It take almost an hour, about 48 minutes. I timed it, 48 minutes. You seen first 48? Well, my shit is second 48. No. Most definitely.
Nobody smoke with him, please.
Second 48. My shit is second 48. Don't smoke with me, because guess what else going to happen? I might not pass you there. I might be like, if you don't get the F out of here. Remember who the F is that? That was me. I was saying it in there, like, don't try to smoke with me, because your lips might have been on the highway and my lips been in the crib. So listen, man, our lips ain't really been on the same path anyway. So you smoke yours, I smoke mine. See, with my homies, they like to eat coochie. I like to eat coochie too. Yeah, I like to eat. I like to eat coochie too, but not when I'm about to smoke a blunt with another man. But see, I'm gonna tell you what you do. I'm gonna give you tips. One thing about Montego, he's going to give you tips as you go along how to be better at what you do. Have some Listerine with you, some mouthwash. Gargle.
I carry a toothbrush everywhere I go.
Gargle, because that kills everything that was ever in your mouth. And now your mouth is rejuvenated, reborn again. The death of your mouth died after you spit that Listerine out. Now let's go forward. Number 9. Why do other female strippers get angry and hate on other female strippers?
Why? It's a lot of reasons.
Well, tell us about
why.
3. Tell us 3.
The top 3, I'm gonna say, 1 is an older female hating on a younger one. Because she see her doing something that she can't do anymore.
And that she used to do.
Right, or she used to do and can't do it anymore. And, they be mad at that. 2, other girls see you making way more money than them and you don't gotta do a whole lot just because your conversation or your face, either way, or your body. 3, I would say, is them taking somebody's customer.
I thought about that too.
And I really don't see
I thought about that too when I wrote the topic.
But I really don't see as it like taking somebody's customer, because if a guy come in the strip club, I got customers. I want him to still show love to whoever else he going to show love to. Give me my money first, though.
Right.
But, still go show love to anybody else.
Places too,
so I've never been that type of girl, but that's the 3 main reasons I got for y'all today.
could be taking somebody custom away. That makes envy because just like on the block when you trapping, you now hustling right near me and you taking some of my customers away, talking about some 3 for $25 when I got 3 for $30. How you gonna take my customer, step on my toes with that 3 for $25 gimmick, and now they looking for you and I don't see them at all no more. And they ducking me like a new barber. Come on now, what's really good? Let me get to this. Why do strippers, right? Seth might know this as well. Why do strippers turn into rappers?
Listen.
Why do strippers? Shout out to Jessica Dime. Why do strippers turn into rappers?
I know a lot of strippers that already was rapping before they started dancing. It just tie in together. You know, because you gotta be in the videos getting lit. You already video vixen from the dancing. Right. So now you put the voice on it. It look good.
Right.
Does it not nowadays?
No, it does. It does.
So that's why maybe.
It's
Yep,
successful
absolutely.
these days.
Shout out to all my rapping friends. Y'all lit. Y'all gonna go somewhere.
Y'all gonna go somewhere. And guess what? There's a whole landscape for y'all out here. They doing it. Everybody who basically is in the game as a female pretty much have tried that route to finance their efforts, which, because it costs money to go to the studio. This is a business. It costs money to get your music edited. SS will tell you, because when he was recording my stuff, he had to edit it. That's a price. Then he had to pay the price to do the video or master the song as well. That's a separate price. There are investments that you have to make as an artist if you want to do it independently until you get it recognized and heard from a sponsor. So check it out. Hustle is a hustle. Don't ever knock a nigga. Seth will tell you whether you small or you bigger. Hey, listen. Why do strippers turn into actors?
I mean, because we're already in the field of acting. Duh.
I'm going to let you have that one in combination, that one. Okay. Why do strippers turn into reality stars?
Okay, that's better for us. Because you acting on there, too. Reality TV not real for real.
Break it down.
Let me come out with a reality TV show. I'm gonna show y'all real reality TV. Listen, all that Zeus stuff, all that stuff is scripted. That's not real reality.
Hold up. So Kirk fucked a stripper, got back with his wife.
Right.
That was not.
No, that's real.
Oh, I was going to say that's some other shit. They do whatever.
But they already know what's going to be like shock value to the whole audience.
Yeah,
that's why they do that. Let me come out with a show. I got y'all. Who want to sponsor me? I got y'all. We gonna take off because it's gonna be real, for real.
And that's why I wanted her to come on this show. So when she do wind up doing something, she been on here first, and I'll be playing this over and say, hey, you know, when she come do part 2 and part 3, I was like, I had 3 episodes with her. You should check them out. They were very funny and very tequila-ish.
We going up to the top together. I got you.
We going up to the top, baby. We gonna be like the Shay Joe Button podcast room, shooting shots and darts at Cam and Mace. Pause though. Pause though. Are pimps still around inside of the strip club?
Absolutely. You didn't even have to finish the motherfucking question.
Damn.
Can I curse on here?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
you can. Yes,
you can. Yeah, you didn't even have to finish the question. Yes. First of all, it's this one club owner lady. Like, she a whole madam. She be wanting to pimp out all the girls.
Shout out to the madam.
Then be mad when the girls don't want to do it. Like, it's male pimps out here, but they, you know what they doing now? They acting like they boyfriends, but they really not, because they taking all your money after you come home from that strip club. You know who I'm talking about, sis. That was you. Yes, you're drawing. He was taking all this girl money after she worked and still hitting and dipping. After I worked and shook my butt and sweated all night, you gonna take my money? Nah. For the re-up? No. Man. I can see if we talked about it, but no, that's different. Y'all females built different.
Y'all built.
It's different as you and your man being a team, but nah. You're not taking all my money. Can I take all your money?
Hell no. I mean,
Exactly.
I'm gonna just say this.
Go ahead.
That was crazy.
It was.
That's crazy.
It
The fact that you just finished the sentence for me before I could finish.
All right, I had to let you know.
No, it's great.
They playing like they boyfriends, but that's your pimp.
All right, let me get to the next one. That was deep. No shade, but that was deep.
shade.
No shade. No
Even
shade.
though I'm cool all the time.
Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat, but at the same time, no shade. Because some people take it, who the fuck you? No, ain't no shade. It is what it is. Let's go down a different road now. When a female stripper smells funny, like fungus
Fungus.
or fiducie, what do other strippers say to her to get her to get out of that funk?
I'm not gonna lie. Like it's not a lot of girls in the strip club. Like it's about 5 girls that walk past a girl that stink and smell like that, and they'll all be up in the dressing room talking shit. It take me, cause I'm nice. I'm a girl's girl, to go down there like, yeah, you smell like you just did something with a couple guys and just came in and then wash up. Like, and you dancing like that. You know, you spraying your butt cheeks. We smell all that, man. Go home.
That right there.
Go home.
Oh man.
But you smell yourself first. So for you to come in a club smelling like that go crazy already. I don't know if you had a snuffy nose. That's the only way you ain't smelling yourself. Like, what is going on?
You had a stuffy nose. Oh man. I need another drink. She lightened it up in here. Yo. I swear to God, she lightened it up in here. Hey, listen, man. Let me take a second to ask the next question before I get to the next question. But I'm gonna say this right now. Katora is telling you exactly what it's like from the inside, not from the side that I see, but from the side, from the stripper seat inside, not from the outside looking in, from the inside looking in.
I'm in it right now.
She in the trenches. You in the trenches. So I move on, and it's funny that I'm already here on this page here, and I ask this question. Are more strippers high school dropouts or college dropouts?
For me, knowing all the people I know, dang, I'll say like, no, they be finishing college, so.
So they be more less of either college finishers and
They be paying, some dancers
be
be
more
paying
of a
for
college
college
dropout
while they
while they
dancing.
dancing.
I know a couple girls doing that. My other friend just finished school. Shout out to her.
Yo, shout out to Snow for graduating. Congratulations for staying through. That's really the course of the hustle.
My
right
friend,
there.
I love her.
Using it to make sure you finance yourself while you get through. I should shout out to you. But I'm gonna move forward because you know what? Some things are more relevant than others. Cause well, I'm gonna say this. When I get in the club, they gonna say JABAY. You know what? You're right. Tequila going on. Tequila. When I get in the club, them dudes ain't gonna say, "Yo, shorty, you graduate high school or you graduate college?" You tripping? But
I will hope everybody graduated high school. That ain't good.
But I'm raising eyebrows to circumstances of poverty and political stances of our people, because there are some high school dropouts who go into the life of entertainment world and don't have education. Right. So let's move forward. Then they wind up getting robbed, not basically in math, but they just get robbed by having a vulnerable heart and not an educated mind. It's a difference. Let's go forward. Okay, so do older strippers hate on younger strippers?
Yes, I think I said that was one of the
You did
reasons.
ask that already.
It was one of the reasons.
One of the reasons why, because of the age factor, and they looking at somebody who used to, they used to be like, or they had that age.
And they gotta do the most to try to be like them all over, like getting the same hairstyle as them or BBL.
I was getting ready to ask, do they have to do a lot more
Yes.
to make more money than the younger girl?
Yes, sometimes, yes.
Okay. All right.
Because the young girls know how to finesse versus just giving up the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We ain't got to do all that all the time.
Right. All right. So.
Peep how I said all the time.
All
That
the
go
time.
crazy.
Yeah, sometimes they do. I get it. And sometimes they
Yes,
do.
I
But not
seen
much
it
as the
all.
old-
Listen, I've been through it. I seen it all. So
It happens. It happens. I've been there and I've seen other guys and he was like, yeah, I was doing this, I was doing that. I was like, damn, I was just dancing. I was just dancing. I spent like $300 dancing. I was having fun. Dance at the dance. Dance back then. See, I'm old here. I'm 76. So a dance back in my day was $20, $25 a dance.
that go crazy.
And
How was rent was
look,
cheaper
listen,
and groceries
I
was
used to get a lot of-
cheaper.
I know. I used to get a lot of case money, so I'd be in there. It's somebody else's birthday. I'm wilding out. I don't give if I spent $400 just on dances. Just, hey, fuck it. And I ain't walk out there with no sneakers, no nothing. Just $400 in dances and a hard dick. Maybe a little bit of pre-cum coming out of me and all that shit. You know what I'm
that
saying?
go
A little
crazy.
bit TMI, but it's the truth. And you know what? I was, like I say, that's how I know they're fulfilled because you had enough of a fantasy where it elevated your mind, where it made you feel like you was fucking.
Right.
So that's a service. But let me move forward. Are strippers getting married that you know of? And do strippers stop stripping once they get married?
Yes. I know quite a few girls that got married. Some are engaged right now. And yeah, you gonna stop dancing. Like some girls be trying to play it off and still like do a little bottle girl, but no, sis, stop playing.
And hosting.
You married, yeah. Hostings, you don't gotta be naked when you do hosting, so that might be all right. But all that you showing your body while you married, I don't know unless your man is a rapper.
Yeah. Shout out to Fetty Wap. Shout out to Fetty Wap and Masika. Shout out to Masika. I love loving hip hop, as you can tell. Yo, I love loving hip hop. Okay, do strippers still have side boyfriends to help them pay the bills that the regular boyfriend doesn't pay or can't afford to pay?
Damn, you gonna have me out all the girls like that?
You know what? I'm sorry to say this, but confessions is basically ratting. I'm so sorry.
Why you gonna look like
I apologize.
I'm not gonna lie, certain girlies, yeah, they got their old heads they can call on. Like we really don't be needing y'all niggas. I mean, not like that. Some girls do need love, but I mean, like if the guy you effing on not helping you pay for nothing, why are you with him? If y'all not a team, like I feel like a relationship should be a team.
A team.
I just feel like
tag you're it.
it's not a leech and a hustler. Like we both supposed to be hustlers. Like you gotta get in the field with each other. Like so, I don't know because certain men might carry it like that,
Right.
and they willing to cut off all those side guys. But some of them side guys, we don't got F them. They just sending that check.
Hey, listen, Couture the Body is doing a tell-all podcast about the entertainment world. So please don't take this personal.
They're not gonna like me though.
They're not gonna like you because it's just like kind of like you're the one who's come stepping out. But we're not here to embarrass actual per se individual names. We are here to tell the story of the inside life that is not known to the outsiders of being an entertainer as an exotic dancer. It's really difficult. It's not easy. Like, for example, they deal with a lot. Because, you know, I might be cool and might be nonchalant, but then we had John right next to me who's a stalker. And John feel like he spent all his paycheck last month on strippers. And he want to follow home Couture. And he wanted to follow wherever the hell she going. And if John does that, he is now under duress to be arrested. But It's how far he can go with it is what he's probably going to test from this stripper. Some guys do this. This is not really fictional. This is actual
No,
facts.
that's real life.
This is facts. And
That's
Couture
real
can
life.
vouch to that. And I've heard these stories before. And these guys follow these girls and they get, obsessive with them. They get possessed. They think they have ownership of some mentality, and it backfires and it becomes an all-out scene. And that's what exotic dancers deal with that people don't know. They have, just like celebrities, stalkers.
Exactly.
Couture is a type that can have stalkers.
And
had them. I know it. But look, it's so many others that had the stalkers. The Freddy Cougars, the Michael Myers, the Jasons, the Ambiams, and the R. Kellys.
Even
She's
when
had
you
them all.
block them. Dang. It's that deep, love? You popping up the other clubs I'm working at? How you know? What's going on? You seen post me.
Wow. You see that? People will follow your trail. They will follow your paper trail. They will follow your locations. They will follow your Instagram. They will follow your Facebook. They'll follow your TikTok, your Twitter, X. They will follow anything that can help lurk.
To find you. Your friends, don't forget your friends.
They will follow
friends. All your friends to see who
to
posting. Because when you block somebody, they can still see the story on somebody else's page.
Yes.
But they can't click on your page. Instagram, fix that.
Yes. We're calling you out. IG. Tell your mama, hey, IG. Tell your mama to fix your account. Tell her to fix your whole damn page, because you need to be able to, once that person blocks them, they should not have access to see anything related to that person, even if it's from a friend. IG, fix that. TikTok, fix that. XX, Dr. X, Mr. X, your bitch your X, fix that. Exes, fix that, because they'll follow you too. I got a text from my ex and it said something about the good woman or man or something. And
the good woman.
I don't know what this hell shit just came out of the blue. This person doesn't text me at all. All of a sudden, out of the blue. Let me ask my viewers, what do you do when you get a text out the blue from an ex that you have been with for at least 2 years? You get a text out the blue. And it's not a text saying, hey, how you doing? I was just thinking of you, just wondering if you all right. Not that kind of text. A text sending you a shared link message. What do you do?
Shared link message?
Do you tap that link and see what it is?
No.
Or do you say, I ain't tapping that shit because she found my location on where I was at before? I ask y'all that because I have been through that. I say it over and over. I have been stalked. I've been found at another woman's house about to get some punani, and knocking on the door comes the girl that I was dating. She wasn't even my girlfriend at the time, but she was dating me, and I did have feelings for her, but we wasn't official yet, and she was knocking at the other girl's door. I'm just letting you know.
So how she get your location? That girl a detective.
Listen, she's she's Madlock and Columbo's daughter. She's Madlock and Columbo's daughter. She definitely could find out and crack the Da Vinci Code.
Yo, she found you at another girl's house, and y'all just started talking?
2 months, only 2 months in. Only 2 months in, and she found me. And I tried to call the girl and say, hey, good night. I tried to be all smooth, cute. Good night.
And it was over.
Good night. I'm just letting you know I'm home. I'm about to get in the bed. Long day at work. I'm in there. I'm tucked in. I'm just saying good night. All right, good night. All right, talk to you later. Good night. Next thing you know, 15 minutes later, I hear ding dong, and it's her at the door, because the girl that I was dead with, she opened the door.
What did you do?
Almost shit my pants, okay?
Oh, my God.
Almost shit my pants, but I had to stand down because I realized that I'm not married to this girl. When I mean stand down, I mean let me just stand like I don't act like I don't know what the fuck going on. But at the same time, I know what's going on. I just stood up there like, what's up? And she looked like, I'm here for JABAY, Tigo. I'm here for him. And I said, what? I don't know that person.
No, you didn't.
But then I caught myself. I was like, psych, no, I know who she is. And then they was like, well, who is this? I'm like, oh, that's somebody I'm talking to. Somebody you talk to, oh, I ain't your girl. I'm like, I just been talking to you for 2 months. Am I lying? Yeah, but what?
So
Yeah,
how
but-
long was you talking
but
to the other girl who house she was in? You was about to smash.
3 months. So you go like 3 months. So you know, at the time I was just sowing my royal oats, okay? And I was just living my life at that time. It was a great
How old was you?
It was a great year. At that time I was like 39, 40. I was 40 years old. I was 40 years old because I'm 45 now.
That wasn't too long.
I'm 76 and 45.
So what you doing now?
So no, look, back then, I wasn't. Look,
alright.
this is me fresh out of a marriage. Listen, I'm gonna
After-
tell you what
now you-
I'm gonna tell you what married people do after they become unmarried.
Get lit.
They become hoes. Okay.
I know y'all do.
Hold on, but I didn't do it right
I
away.
know
Hold on.
y'all do.
First, I gotta get over the heartbreak, because
Right.
men be
'Cause heartbreak
men-
is different from
yeah,
women.
women need men to
We
get.
be
Women
going
use
through
men to
it,
get
you
over
already
men.
know.
Women hang
Exactly.
around men, be like, I'm just chilling with a friend. We why the
That
fuck is
happens.
hey, it's a friend.
But man, y'all be
we
heartbroken
all
for a little.
emotional and invested
too
in
weak.
a little bit too weak and not no bounce back, not no actual get up and get out and meet somebody else, right?
Right.
Anyway, make a long story short, back then, I kind of took my time. Then when I got my mind right, I was out there. I had 3-4 girlfriends at one time, or dates at one time. I call them dates because you ain't my girlfriend. I only been messing with you for 2-3 months. So
Okay.
you can't be. It's just I still need to get to know you.
Right.
Look, probation is at least 90 days on a job. Why would it be 90 days in a relationship? You ain't mine. Got no paper shit. Do I see any fucking
Right,
rings on these
right,
fingers?
right,
Did you wife me
right,
up? Did you
right.
hubby these fingers up? Fuck.
So
no.
you would be okay with a girl proposing to you?
No, don't do it. Don't be Chrissy from Love and Hip Hop.
I'm
Don't
about
play
to
yourself.
say, 'cause that
Don't
was
embarrass
horrible.
yourself. You better wait on that man, because if he don't come straight, that means he ain't ready.
At all,
And
and,
that's
he
why
don't
she
want
ain't married
you.
to this day. So
A
anyway,
man know who he want to marry.
he does, and he'll say, "I'm
That
gonna
is
make
not
it."
complicated at all.
He'll start making plans and reservations
Yep.
to marry you, and he will put a ring on your finger.
Yep.
I've done it twice. I got married once, but
But
I've
you've
done
done
it
it
twice.
twice.
I put
You've been
rings on 2
engaged
different girls.
once.
Yeah, I've been engaged to 2 different women before. So, long story short, the life that I live, I've been stalked by a woman. So I know a stripper could be stalked 16
men.
times
Yes.
more. Oh my God, that nigga everywhere. He at the corner. He at the fucking bus stop. He at the club. He at the other club. He at the other house. He at the girlfriend house. He at the spouse house. He at the cousin house. This motherfucking crazy. That shit got him turned out. He is devious. And you know what? I'm gonna say this live and direct. Tubi and Prime and none of them don't show the movies like how it really be. They don't. They don't show how the stalker.
Give me a movie, I got you.
They don't show how it really be. The intensity level of really what stalking is.
It go
So,
crazy.
it
I
go
got
crazy.
a couple stories that I could turn into movies.
Yeah,
Let me know.
absolutely. And, I'm
And
pretty-
drag it out. That's all.
and drag it out. That's all
we
Tyler
can put
Perry
it all
do.
together.
That's all Tyler Perry
What y'all
do.
want?
He drag out 6 stories in one and
Yup.
drag it out
Yup.
until you keep asking the same thing over and over again. Do strippers talk about early retirement or buying houses or starting a business when they're in the field that you're in?
Yes. So if you're not already like working towards a business, which I feel like is the best option for a stripper, not to just be dancing and spending money
up,
here
going on
and spending
trips
money
or
that.
whatever.
Yeah, no, girl, invest that money. Like, get you a couple businesses. If you don't already have a business or you're going to school, get your stuff together.
Get your shit together, girl.
Yes, yes.
Girl.
That's what this is. This
you
is
been
a
doing with all
stepping
that
stone entertainment. Like a stepping stone to your next movement.
Roof Steakhouse. Girl, all that money you was making. Girl, I would have kept eating at McDonald's if I was you. Anyway.
Or just like, get you a business so you making money in your sleep.
Making money in your sleep. There you go. Other people have done it. And it's not hard to see when you see other people doing it. So use that as inspiration to focus. If you could make more money, you should utilize it to try to open up shop for yourself. Are more strippers flying to the DR and to Dr. Miami to get BBL surgery on their butts to give them the edge over younger strippers.
I just recently had a female go to Mexico, which was crazy to me.
Tequila.
Like, what?
Tequila.
I never heard nobody go to
Tequila.
Mexico. Like, and I don't care if I play her because I don't like her. So, yeah. Mexico for a BBL go crazy, sis. But when it was COVID, a lot of girls was going to the DR
and Miami.
Yeah.
Dr. Miami.
Yeah, and some of them joints is messed up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
God.
hard butts, that joint still don't look like it dropped all the way. My joint natural, so I don't know how y'all be doing it.
You
like,
got the natural.
I'm scared.
You got the natural.
And for my girls that look good with it, shout outs to you, because you got 5 kids and you look good. Yes.
Shout out to the shade room. The shade room. Shout out to the shade room. Ah, she just pow, 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 pow. 5 shots. And
I'm sorry,
you still
y'all,
look good
but
at the 5 shots.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna move forward. Okay. Yeah, because you know this life that you live is very interesting, and people want to know about it. They really
is.
They
My life a movie.
They want to. Some
really
people want to
is.
live. Some people want to live through movie lifestyles and buy
Yes.
curiously. So it's good to tell the story. It's good for you to also think of doing a book. It's good for you to think of writing a script. It's good because it
I'm
leads
doing
to other
all
things,
that. I'm doing
as you
all
should,
that.
because
Stay
you see-
tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all. The world.
Y'all
Stay
gonna
tuned.
hear about me. Y'all gonna keep hearing about me.
Mars, stay tuned. Pluto, stay tuned. Earth, stay tuned. Because this only happens here on the Bay versus the Bay show. Couture the Body will elaborate on the fantasy lifestyle of an entertainer dancer, such as an exotic dancer, which is a difference between a ballet dancer, okay? This is a big difference because you can't tutu your way out of this one.
You can't.
You can't tootsie slide out of this type
Can't
of
do
image.
none of that.
You can't. You have to really go hard or you sit your ass down and make no money. Because when the bills due and you don't have enough money, then you're trying to call somebody. Now you got to do extreme things like oral sex and swallow. She swallowed it. And all of that kind of stuff just to make your rent due. Come on now. Let's just go to a further place now. Why does your line of work require you to be looked at by people as a frown on a face, or as a drug dealer, like I asked earlier, or as someone who is a bank robber that has a wild profession and a wild lifestyle? Why is your profession frowned upon?
Well, you know, we've been frowned upon since dancing came out, you know? Because of the stigma, we hoes, we whores, we taking everybody man. We just slimy.
Y'all home wreckers. When y'all really hustlers.
Exactly. We like, it's just like, man, I done been to some bookings where a guy with his girlfriend, she just looking at us crazy like, oh no, I don't like strippers. Don't dance over here. Like, that's so weird to me. Why are you at the booking? That always been weird, but like, that's the stigma we get. Like, we gonna take y'all, man. We home wrecking. We doing this while we just out here trying to make a living, just like y'all at that little 9 to 5, or the little career you not little. Sorry, it might be a big career, but I'm just saying I can make a certain amount of money in one day. Can you?
That's what I was talking about.
Not per hour. One day.
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. So you can't really disrespect it because
exactly.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I'm Tigo, and I'm not above the law. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. If you don't make enough money, your ass is on the line.
Exactly.
If you keep falling short with your contributors to whatever you contribute to, you are on the line. You are not looked at as a savior, a helper, or a hero if you keep falling short.
Exactly.
You have to be in the motivation of a contributor that goes out to make money by any means necessary, such as Malcolm X demonstrated and said before. The ballot or the bullet, what would you prefer? I would take the ballot, because if you take the bullet, and what the bullet is, a nigga that sits on his ass and plays that fucking video game and don't go to work and can't pay the bills, or help his woman pay the bills. Can't
What
help
are
her
we
get her
gonna
hair
do with
done.
that?
Can't help her get her hair done. Can't help her get the groceries. Don't help her with the ins and outs. Can't help her get to the show. Can't help her get money to get around. Can't help her to get money to make more money. 'Cause,
We
you know,
in
it takes money to make
2024. You
money.
gotta have something.
It
to
takes
do something.
money to make
You
money.
have to look like money to make money in
It
my
takes money
world.
to make money. If you can't invest into your woman, then you are on the line. And when I say invest into her, I mean of obligational needs because you're part of her world. And that's just what I mean by that. So don't take it as a game. If you are the dude on the sidelines and you only making this little bit of money and you keep falling short and you have all these excuses and no obligations to make more, then you are on the line. The pressure's on you now to perform. Let's move forward with the last question of the day. Why do strippers have insecurity with the men that they're dealing with?
I would say, I don't know, like, we already used to something in the club with men. Like, you know, we already used to getting that attention. They giving us money just for doing a little twerk. We go home. Y'all might look at us different. Like, you know, the world sees us as this, but you in a relationship with a man, I don't know. It just takes a certain type of man to dance. I mean, to dance. It just takes a certain type of man to deal with a dancer. Like, I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't know. Insecurities with a man.
Like insecurity with they men. Like, for example, I'm gonna break it down because shout out to my cousin.
Like, what
Millions.
she be feeling like she ugly?
No. She knows she bad. I'm gonna bring you some.
So you said insecurities.
Can
It is some ugly dancers though.
It is. No, I didn't. No, hold on now. I seen Buckwheat. I seen Thalma. I seen Guru. I seen Juju. I seen some ugly dancers before. You know, even one girl that I messed with that was a dancer before in my past.
Didn't you feel like she was ugly?
Was pretty ugly to me in the face.
Well, why you done with her?
Cause she had the body. Oh, God.
Sad. You see how men do us?
God.
Cause she had a body.
She had
That's all he was worried
she
about,
had-
ladies.
she-
Pay
oh,
attention.
God,
I hope you got some money out of this man.
Oh, she did. But
Amen.
guess what? She was a queen because she spent money on me too to try to show me that she wasn't just inefficient, but she was efficient. So she definitely spent money on me too.
I'm
Because she
definitely a
wanted
trick
me-
for a
she
guy
definitely
I
wanted me to
mess
look.
with.
She definitely
I'll
wanted me to
definitely
look
spend a bag
the way
on you
she
stink.
wanted me to look. So when she spent money, it was to make me look the way she wanted me to look because I feel the same way. I gotta show you how I like to be loved or I like to be treated, and she showed me how to.
Just don't love bomb me, cause
You know what?
that
You're right,
should be
because
toxic.
At the same time, you know what? At the same time, we get caught up, and we do. We get caught up. And the story that I was trying to make was my cousin Jamil. Shout out to Millhouse, same age as me, similar age, and he was with a dancer for 6 years in a relationship. That was his girlfriend, and he was in love with her. And I get it. She was bad. Yes, she was a dime. I give her all of that. She definitely kept her appearance, her look up. She stayed in the gym. Everybody complimented him about how his girlfriend looked. Right. So it was a great thing for him. He always got, yo, your girl bad as shit. Yo, your girl. Yeah. So he had the trophy woman by his side. And there was nothing wrong. She was a dancer. But I asked you all these questions. A lot of that was based on the years of seeing him with one. And I never seen her say anything about starting a business.
Oh, man.
And she made a lot of money. She worked at Delilah's on Spring Garden. Okay. She was a boss. And she lived in this pretty high rise, and she drove a fancy car, and she had the pretty facade. She lived a life. But one thing I did not notice about her, she loved money, but she never talked about investments. She never talked about good credit. She never talked about building a future.
A dud.
She always lived for the moment.
A dud.
And I was just like, damn, I don't know if he's paying attention to that. Because
he obviously wasn't. 6 years?
No, he wasn't. Because sometimes you're in the moment of lust. You're in the moment of beauty. Especially, he was with her when he was like your age, 28, 27. Okay. And he was in a moment of lust and beauty and facade. And when you have a nice car, and then your girl has a nice car, right. And your girl look good, she make you look good. Right. So I think you
living in the moment.
You living in the moment, but you're not thinking about the future.
Yeah, I think about that.
You do. That's great. You're intelligent. But once he started thinking about the future, his relationship started going like this. He asked me a question, and I don't want to put you on blast. I love you, Millhouse.
Oh,
Shout out to Millhouse, the fitness nutrition. He in good shape. He's built like a brolic guy, very good. But what I'm saying is, and he's great in life now. But what I'm saying is, those experiences taught me. I watched a person who had looks, beauty, brain, making great money, but wasn't building any kind of future with the advantages they were having that won't last forever. And that's why I asked you, because she was like, you know, a little bit younger than you. And she had all this going on, this great place she's living in, this great car, and trips everywhere, and doing all these things, and Jay-Z parties and all of that, but no real future, no savings, no business investments, no stocks, no real retirement plans.
She was lost.
She was definitely lost. So she was living in the moment. Eventually, her head got to get big. It got to
and
get
that's
big,
what happened.
And that's what happened. And she messed
I
over a
seen
good
that.
guy.
I seen that.
She messed over a good
happen
guy.
Before.
And he wound up going on and being greater than great. He's now enrolled into Ashworth College for his master's degree. And he has his shout out to Millhouse. He got his associates after her, got his bachelor's after her, and now re-enrolled to get his master's degree in general studies and human resources, and also in nutrition. This guy is doing great things. I want to shout him out, but I learned from his flaw and faults in being with someone who was a dancer. It wasn't because she was a dancer, because we all praised that woman. We did. We praised the way she looked. We praised the facade she carried. No one been to her job and saw her dancing. They just see this beautiful ass girl hopping out this Cadillac, and you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, she look bad. Who the fuck, Millhouse? Who the fuck is that? That's my girl. Damn, you got a bad girl? Yo, you the man, dog. That's all it is validations from your friends. And he got all of that, but he started to think, I need to make a financial, or not a financial, I need to make an investment in my future. What do you think, JABAY? And I said, well, Mill, you might as well go ahead and put a ring on her finger, because your heart is going in that direction. You can't see past the moment. Whatever she's giving you, you're being fed that. Follow your heart. But the reality is, I knew he was going to do the opposite of what I said.
And he did, clearly.
Shout out to Bill. Shout out to Millhouse. He did not marry the stripper. It wasn't because she was a stripper. It's because she just didn't have intelligence that somebody who was doing well should have had. She was younger than him. She was 3 years younger than him.
Yeah, but see, age don't be mattering.
It
but
don't be mattering.
I guess how she was, I'm about to say, how she was thinking.
But she wasn't investing in her future. She was only living for the moment. She had expensive rent back then, $1,800, $1,900 rent for a nice apartment that you don't own. Then you got this high-ass car note. You got a car note. You ain't got no house buying value in your mind. This man had A1 credit. He already had owned his house when he got with her. Shout out to Millhouse, the first true homeowner I knew. He started to buy his house at the age of 20 years old, and he paid it off before he was 30. So shout out to Millhouse for making that investment into home ownership. I encourage more people, no matter what your age is,
get into that.
If you can get talked into it, if you can get walked into it, if you can get snaked into it, if you can get led into it, buy a house instead of renting. It is a better investment. It actually will be a reinvestment for you when you're ready to sell it or to move on to a bigger home or something of that nature. It's called capital. If you got something, the bank look at you like, well, he owns a house. So he has capital. And that's capital, because they don't teach us that in the school system.
At all.
They don't teach us that. They didn't teach us that. They wanted to keep us in the dark and keep us living the way we were living and follow our parents and all this and that, and just be okay with that.
You really gotta learn stuff on your own out here.
You have to learn stuff.
And I'm not saying kids drop out of school. Stay in school, but you gotta learn stuff.
Be educated, but you have to learn stuff on your own. You can't rely on everybody to teach you things, because you will see people doing better than others because they chose different routes. Absolutely, absolutely. So today on Confessions, I want to say I learned a lot from someone else's relationship dating an exotic dancer that seemed to have all the treasure. She used to come and tell him she made $10K, in a month. And I'm like, oh, well, back then, because I'm 76.
Oh my God.
I'm 76. So, for a 76-year-old here, about 10K a month, ooh, I'm having a heart attack. I'm thinking to myself, she rich. Right. But if you make 10K in 1 month, back then, I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this superstar? And while she bragging, I'll rob her ass.
Oh my God.
No, I'm joking. I'm just joking. But that's how a normal person in a struggle thinks. Like, why would you say you made all that money cleared? That's tax-free. You got to clear it. You have to clear it yourself. You have to clear what you're going to, tax away.
Unless you a licensed dancer, you got to pay them taxes. But other than that shit is tax-free.
So I'm just saying this. From what I seen from somebody else who didn't build a future, who didn't save, who didn't have anything invested into long-term growth or marriage on the mind, I look at all of that and say, the flaws of our advantages. Our advantages could lead to flaw. We have these advantages to really do something significant, like buy this building over here and buy this place over here and start this business. And could tell this little story on this podcast how I start. Buy apartment unit, buy complex, buy duplex. You get money every month.
Yep.
That's really the American dream. Yep. Now, you might have had to go through the Underground Railroad like Harriet had to do, and you know what I'm saying, and come back and get some more slaves, but you got there. Yep. No matter how you get there, just get there. That's my point. That's my goal. Don't just live in a moment and get caught up in the facade of living. It's not enough. We got to think bigger. We got to think better, and we got to think more ambitiously. So listen, this is the Bay versus Bay show. How does somebody who has a baby with a stripper by accident stay with his wife?
I mean,
how?
That only happened on reality TV. I don't think.
Break it down then.
I don't think females just doing that. Love and Hip Hop with Rashida.
Right, and Kurt.
Yeah.
Right, so.
We not doing that in real life. That go crazy.
Let's get some other guys hope to make babies with strippers, right? Because I want a stripper with a baby too. Yeah, I'm gonna make a stripper baby. I'm gonna make a stripper baby. I'm gonna make a stripper baby. It was an accident, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry. I was horny. I ain't have a condom. Hey, listen. How do we gain hope to have a baby with a stripper and stay with our woman? How?
And you're not gonna gain no hope from that unless you keeping the baby hidden, Stink.
No, but they gonna find out you got a baby.
Exactly, it's over. It's no hope. Don't do it, guys.
But Kirk did it.
That's on him. He got a dumb woman. I'm sorry. Rashida is stupid. Couldn't be me, and I'm a dancer, and I would never. Like, no. Sorry.
Sorry, Rashida, whatever your fucking name is. Yeah, it don't look good on camera.
It don't. It look very sad. And however much money you making for it, kudos to you. I can't talk too much shit. You making a bag off of it, but that go crazy.
But is a bag worth your morality?
Clearly it is. They still doing it. What, it's about to be another season? Did it start?
Yeah, it's about to be another season 11. And Jasmine's back. So listen, y'all. I'm gonna move forward. Guys, if you have a baby with a stripper, it's hope for y'all. I know what she said, but I'm gonna say this to close it out. If Kurt could do it, you could do it.
He's lying.
If Kurt could do it.
Y'all not Kurt.
Kurt did have money and businesses. I don't have that.
Is y'all Kurt?
He made it because he had money in businesses.
Don't let this man lie to y'all and get y'all set up on Fatal Attraction. That's a bad joint.
That is a bad joint, but I'm going to tell y'all like this. If you plan it right and you study Kurt a little bit, you might can make it work. You might can make it work. Go get you some money, get some extra money, and save up some money, and then you have a baby with a stripper, and you have a stripper tipper baby. And then after that, you have a blessed baby that's always getting tips. Always blessed because
a stripper tipper baby.
Yeah, because that baby is getting blessed with the root of her mother.
Crazy.
Yes, get that bag baby. Make sure you have a bag baby Because if you have a bag baby, you can still finesse.
No.
You still can finesse. If you have a baby with your regular wife, you're going to be getting put to work. But with the stripper baby, you just pay and you lay. I'm going to pray for y'all. This is your boy Tigo the Bay, and I'm here with Couture the Body. She might disagree, but
He gave me my own name. My name is Couture. Thank you. Instagram, sparkle.couture66. Follow me.
Follow her, y'all. It's worth the cost. It's worth the checkup. It's worth the love.
It's worth booking me.
It's worth booking her for events, bar mitzvahs, catering events, birthdays, weddings, bachelor parties, conversive parties, diabolical parties.
Diabolical? What is that? I ain't doing nothing like that. Hit me up and let me know the party, and then we'll go from there. He's going crazy.
Yes, listen, let me tell you one thing. 1800, that's how we gonna run it. And I'm gonna leave it like that. And after that, we gonna get back to Aflac, because that Aflac duck that was in that Miami video was your fault, because you wasn't present at the time. Hey, listen.
Don't blame that on me.
The Aflac. And we gonna get right back to the Bay vs. Bay show, because I got some bills to pay. Yo, Mattress Firm, holla at me. I'm in your bed right now.
Hey, babe. I see you been working out.
You know, I'm just trying to get right for South Beach, man. Get this body back in shape.
It look good on you, too. You mine just to let you know.
Appreciate you.
You ain't going no fucking with. You know I'll fuck you up, right? And you know I'm riding and dying for mines, right?
Hey, man, listen, I appreciate you, man. You definitely my ride or die, too, babe. Listen, you had my back when I was down. That situation with my big mom, me being broke, you was holding me down.
But, babe, can I be honest with you about something?
For sure, you be honest.
And I don't want you to get mad nor upset or nothing like that.
I get mad at you. Look at this.
But when I be giving you head, your balls be smelling like Doritos and onions and fucking onion powder and stuff like that. And I be trying to catch you when you be getting out the shower, but that shit still be smelling the same, my man. Like,
my balls be stinking. Damn. It's probably them tight ass work pants they got us wearing, man. I got you. I'm gonna make sure I get some Clorox wipes, tighten my situation up. I can't be having my shit stinking for you, baby. I ain't gonna lie. Can I be honest with you now, babe? When we be having sex, don't get me wrong, shit do be good sometimes, but you be having a super, super, super drywall. And I be having cuts and all types of stuff on my mans. And I need you to drink some more water, get some Gatorade, something, man. I be having cut burns and all types of stuff when I pull up.
damn, babe, I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna make sure I go ahead and go to the doctors and get checked out and drink plenty of water, Gatorade, and, you know, go to the gynecologist and make sure I'm all right and okay down there. Apologize, baby.
It's cool, babe. Just please, please, please drink some more water.
That's fine and dandy. I got you, but can I be honest with you one more time, babe?
For sure.
Okay. Now, when we are having sex, right?
Right.
Can you please stop pissing on me? Because whatever you be eating and drinking, that shit be having your breath smelling like some fucking trash juice, my nigga, okay?
Damn.
Okay?
I feel you, babe.
I mean, at least at night, you know, gargle, Listerine, you know, mouthwash and brush your teeth. I mean, that'll be dope for you at nighttime. Feel me?
You know you my mama, baby.
But please, do me this one favor. Hold the fucking cream down and do me a favor. Make sure you go ahead tonight, soak them balls, some vinegar, apple cider vinegar, whatever you want to do or whatever you want to call it. But other than that, you know I love you, right?
I got you.
Okay.
For sure.
Not on my level, dog. Ain't no way at all. Your money way too small. I'll knock your head off.
scary. I don't want no rats around me singing songs like Mary. Niggas like bitches waiting on the tooth fairy, but pop up at their door, they start acting all scary. You was popping on the text, so popping up was necessary. You claiming you get money, but need help with commissary. The boys say they get money, but to me that sound leery. So filing rapid refunds every February. The way she made me chase her for the coochie, Tom and Jerry. Then when Rambo on the stick made ice cream like Ben and Jerry. Fell in love with the chick, she fell in love with the dick. When she called me, I ignore her, then the text coming quick. Ain't got no time for no funny shit, I'm trying to make my money flip. Like make it 176, building a block, making us rich. I'ma share this very gift and fulfill your every wish. We gon' hit a home run with every request on this list. This